Alright guys, I just wanted to talk about S23 Ultra and S25 Ultra. I don't want to go into the details of the software and all, because you are going to get the update in S23 Ultra as well. Before trading my S23 Ultra, I wanted to share a couple things about S25 Ultra that I don't think is a reason for somebody who's still thinking about buying S25 Ultra to upgrade, because it's not really a huge difference. But I just wanted to share my thought about these two. A couple things. First is obviously the weight of S25 Ultra is a little less, and it kind of, I don't know how they designed it, but it kind of has an impact on my day-to-day basis. When I'm scrolling my phone, even now I can feel that my left hand is a little heavier than my right hand. So that's that. In my first couple days, S25 Ultra felt like S23. I had that for my mom and it felt like S23. It's really light. Number wise, I don't think it is, but when you have it in your hand for a long time, you can feel the difference. So if that's the reason you wanna upgrade to S25 Ultra, paying, I don't know, $600, I think I paid like $522 because I had my student account. Yeah, so if that's the reason for you to upgrade, you can. Software wise, again, it's similar. I kind of liked S23's software more. They have like a setting of changing the modes and panel setting, and when you have S25 in your hand the very first time, they have panel setting, and that's similar to iPhone. I can share that with you right now, and so I changed it to separate. So what happens is, let me see. So if you go down here, you'll have that. If you go down here, you'll have a notification. If you go down here, you'll have your, okay, so if you go down here, you'll have on your right. If you go down from your right, you'll have a notification. If you go down from the left or mid left, you'll have your settings and all. I personally didn't like that because I was so used to my S23 Ultra. Like right now, even I'm trying to look for the setting, but I'm not able to. See, I'm just not used to it. So what I did was I changed my my setting back to S23 Ultra because I'm so used to that. So I changed it to together. And so basically all of my setups, I changed it back to S23 Ultra as much I could because I'm so used to that. Again, it's up to you if you prefer that iPhone style panel dropping and the setting on the left and the notification on the right. You can do that, but for me, I liked what S23 Ultra's style. So I changed it back to whatever I had in S23 Ultra. So okay, so the first thing was the weight. The second thing I would say is smoothness, and again, it has a little better chip, but it's obviously it's a new phone, so it's gonna be a little different than what it's in a phone with two-year-old phone for sure. So that's that. Your battery, again, it's gonna be typical. Your S23 Ultra, if it's 2 years old, it's gonna have a little bit of difference, and then the battery in a new phone. And of course, its look is a little better for me, at least in my aspect. It's a little better than it's the one on the right. S25 Ultra is more like, I would say, iPhone, right? All iPhones typically are like this. So I would say it's a little better than 23, but that's not something that matters for me because I have an outer box that I normally use, or the clear screen cover I normally use. So I'm not the guy who's into the looks that much. So again, it's up to you, but it does look classy if you want to carry with you and try to trade in every 2 years. It's up to you. So yeah, so it's a smooth. Battery is a little better for now because it's a new phone. And other than that, yeah, the weight. The reason I'm still keeping this phone is actually its weight. And for a long time, if you are holding it for like say a couple hours, just scrolling or 1 hour, you can feel the difference in your hand. And it's not that small than the S23, but it does feel like it's more smaller. I don't know why. Maybe because of the weight or something. Yeah, so we already traded in. We got the student discount. I got a couple covers for this one, and I got the trackers for that credit I had for the sign-up credit, the pre-order credit or whatever. Yeah, so that's that. It's smooth. I paid like $600 for this with the taxes and all, so it's not like, oh, it's like a couple $100. That was my point. I did use, I think, Rakuten to get, or Retail Me Not, one of those. They had 15% discount, but the cap, 15% cash back, but the cap was like $40 or something, so I'm gonna get that. Other than that, I don't, again, if you are at a point, if your phone is not laggy, and it all depends on how much you use it. S23 Ultra, again, it's basically the same thing, honestly, for me. What you are losing on is your pen, right? Your pen is not gonna have Bluetooth connection, and other than that, I don't see any point of buying this. I kind of liked S23, S25 because it's a little lighter, and since I already have it. But if you have some other great way to spend your $600, or just use it, especially in a time like this, or keep it with you, save it. I don't see a huge reason for this upgrade. But if you're someone like, I want to give it a try, and I have a spare $500, $600 for this, and I want to try the lighter S25 Ultra, you can. And yes, I am not that I'm not that glad with the pen not being connected to the phone, the Bluetooth connection. But I think why they did that, the reason they did that is because of the weight, and it does make a little bit of difference. If I carry, I can feel it. I can feel my hand, but it's not gonna be like, oh, I'm going out for the whole day, working and standing in construction or somewhere for a whole day, and I wanna feel a difference in my pocket with the weight. No, you're not gonna feel that. It's just, in your hand, if you're scrolling, like personally, I'm tired from work, and when I have it in my hand for like say 30 minutes, 1 hour, I can feel a little bit of difference. That's it. I'm not a gamer. I don't game that much for anything other than YouTube or TikTok. I don't use this phone for video and watch movies on my TV. For regular things, yes, it's fine. It's not it's not like, oh wow, oh perfect, but I can feel the weight, and that's why I'm keeping it for me. And again, it's up to you. It's software wise, you're gonna get the update, and if you're not thinking about, no, that's not a lot of, that's not worth $600. I agree with you. Just the weight difference is not. Look is fine. It's a little different, than S23 Ultra, right here. Sorry, I just saw that the camera is not. So yeah, it's up to you. I don't see much difference in these two. Camera, I took a couple photos. I don't really care. It's a little different maybe, but it's not something that matters for me because I am not a camera guy and I'm not using the camera 24/7. Again, you need to realize that you look at some specs and that you never use, and so all right, that's about it. If you want more info about 25 Ultra, hit a follow and like my video, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thanks guys.